David W. Blight, Frederick Douglass, Prophet of Freedom. Roughcut. Embark on a captivating journey through the life of Frederick Douglass, one of the most influential figures in American history. Born into slavery in 1818, Douglass would rise to become a remarkable orator, writer, and staunch abolitionist. In Frederick Douglass, Prophet of Freedom, David W. Blight delves deep into Douglass's incredible journey from enslavement to a symbol of freedom, chronicling the triumphs and struggles he encountered on his path. Discover how Douglass harnessed the power of education, developed his anti-slavery ideology, and fought for emancipation and equal rights alongside notable historical figures.
The power of education. The life of Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey, aka Frederick Douglass, began in slavery. Born to enslaved parents, he spent his early years in Maryland. However, his life took a dramatic turn when he discovered the transformative power of education. As a child, he learned to read from Sophia Auld, the wife of his slaveholder. He devoured the Columbian Orator, which opened up a world of ideas and taught him the principles of liberty and republicanism. Despite the risks, he continued to educate himself, developing his skills as a public speaker and advocate for abolition. After years of witnessing and experiencing the cruelty of slavery, Douglass finally escaped to freedom and settled in Massachusetts. His journey didn't end there, though. He continued to fight against slavery and inequality, even in the face of opposition from both abolitionists and slave owners. Eventually, his friends raised enough money to purchase his freedom in 1846. Frederick Douglass's legacy lives on as a symbol of the transformative power of education and the importance of fighting for justice and equality. Frederick Douglass and the women in his life. The life of Frederick Douglass, a renowned political figure in the United States, was influenced significantly by the women he relied on for support. This article explores his relationships with his wives, Anna Murray and Helen Pitts, as well as other women in his life. Frederick Douglass was a central figure in the political world of the United States, gathering both fame and criticism. However, this renowned autobiographer was very private about his personal life. Throughout his life, Douglass relied on women as his primary source of support. One of these women was Anna Murray, a free African-American woman whom he married in 1838. Over the years, they raised 4 children and had 21 grandchildren while moving from one place to another, with Anna taking the lead in creating a home for the family and protecting them from racism. Although he was married, Douglass had other women in his life. Julia Griffiths, who lived in the Douglass household, became an intimate friend, but her relationship with Douglass became strained after Anna insisted that she move out. Ottilie Assing was another woman in Douglass's life. She started as a colleague and eventually became a near wife for the next 25 years. Douglass struggled to support his sprawling family even as he tried to promote self-reliance in his children. He ended up supporting many relatives, including his adult children and their families, the family of his brother Perry Downs, his adopted sister Ruth Cox Adams, and his son-in-law Nathan Sprague, despite the latter's infidelity. After Anna's death, Douglass eloped with Helen Pitts, a white woman who was a copyist in his office, much to the public's and his family's criticism. Nevertheless, their marriage was a happy one, with Pitts becoming the caregiver of Douglass's legacy. Through this article, we see how the women in Frederick Douglass's life played a significant role in his success, despite the struggles that came with their relationships. The legacy of Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass was an orator and writer who dedicated his life to fighting for the abolition of slavery and achieving citizenship for black people. Douglass founded his own paper, the North Star, which focused on the self-improvement of the black community and the pursuit of citizenship. He also wrote 3 autobiographies, which highlighted the humanity of his people and challenged societal racism. Douglass gave powerful speeches, including his famous 4th of July address, which exposed the hypocrisy and racism of America's Independence Day celebrations. He opposed colonization, believing that it perpetuated beliefs in black inferiority and stripped African Americans of their rights. Although he had flaws, such as reliance on stereotypes and a tumultuous relationship with suffragists, Douglass's legacy as a vocal leader on the path to emancipation and equal rights lives on. Douglass' evolutionary leadership. Frederick Douglass' leadership in the 19th century America evolved from being a critic of Lincoln to becoming a trusted advisor and an advocate for equal rights. He defined a new role for himself by actively participating in the reconstruction of the country and encouraging black enlistment in the Union Armed Forces for equal pay. Douglass urged both black and white people to embrace kindness, humanity, and conquer prejudice. He advocated for federal assistance to help the formerly enslaved people while emphasizing self-reliance to avoid becoming an oppressed caste. Douglass was a nationalist, internationalist, and radical Republican who supported Ulysses S. Grant for president, embracing the candidate Southern whites rejected. He became president of the Freedmen's Savings and Trust Bank and served Haiti as a minister, consul general, and World's Columbian Exposition representative. Despite facing challenges and disappointments, Douglass continued to remain loyal to the Republican Party while fighting for civil rights during subsequent presidential campaigns. Frederick Douglass' enduring legacy. Frederick Douglass' fight for freedom and equality continues to inspire contemporary struggles against white supremacist ideology and racial prejudice. His insight into the radical defect of the Constitution echoes in the Black Lives Matter movement's arguments against extralegal killings. Despite his enemy's departure, Douglass's spirit lives on and continues to symbolize the fight against slavery and racism. From his funeral procession to contemporary struggles, Douglass's legacy reminds us of the ongoing fight for liberty and equality.
In conclusion, David W. Blight's Frederick Douglass, Prophet of Freedom, offers an insightful glimpse into the life and legacy of one of America's most important historical figures. Douglass's journey from slavery to international prominence demonstrates the power of perseverance, education, and unwavering commitment to justice. As a writer, speaker, and activist, Douglass worked tirelessly to dismantle the institution of slavery and promote equality for all, leaving a lasting impact on American society. Today, his spirit continues to inspire new generations to confront enduring prejudices and fight for a more just and equitable future.